Lost me love up on the Queen's Highway. Lost me love up on the Queen's Highway. Never get it back until the very next day.
Dancehall for we is magic, you know what I mean? Dancehall, it's so influential and it's so contagious. You cannot come across dancehall and skip it. Cannot.
Well, dancehall is reggae, but reggae is the highest level. Even the Almighty God listen to reggae music.
Dancehall is my life. I sleep dancehall. When I wake up in the morning, the first place I go to studio.
When I'm in the dancehall space, I just feel free, and that's the art, that's the beauty of it.
Dancehall music is like the art of the ghetto, the art of Jamaica.
Shanique Marie up on the beat. You not see how medical and neat. Hey, we just keep it sweet. Beat diaspora. Thank you, no coming on the dance with no fake.
I'm Shanique Marie, international recording reggae artist, and of course, member of the forward-thinking dancehall Jamaican collective Equinox Music. And I'm here in Kingston, Jamaica, with the Beat Diaspora to talk to you guys about dancehall sound system culture.
Skunk and the woman them plenty. I great sense we get it from Sensi. What we tell them? Sure. Beat diaspora. Where we sing, where we sing.
Imagine you live in a community and you decide to get all your friends and everyone in your community to come together. You set up a system, you put on some music, you charge them a fee to come in, you have liquor and everybody comes in and it's a whole vibe. Well, that's the general idea of sound system culture. And Jamaican people use the sound system culture as a means to not only make money for themselves, not only as a means of entrepreneurship, but also as a means of spreading joy and vibes, which is something that is culturally embedded in Jamaica. It's all about good energy and it's all about unity and joy. And that's the most important part of sound system culture, spreading the music to bring everyone together.
Dancehall can be anywhere. Party can go on anywhere. That's our thing. My career started the same time that Raytown started, which is December 1982. I play all over Jamaica, all over the world. As they all know, Raytown is big all over the world.
Daddy Roy, that's the reason why we call him Daddy Roy. He's the godfather of dancehall. When Daddy Roy went to town and tell the people, I was in Maxwell Park, children's home. So Daddy Roy is the greatest. He was greater than me.
All of those things are dancehall in Jamaica. We have all different types of dancehall, and they blend together.
Jamaicans, they love to dance, you know, and we're very emotional people, so we show emotions through the music. And we're very happy people, so a lot of times we do happy music to take us from distractions of the hardship of life. You know, you go to a dance and you feel good. So I feel that a lot of people take on to dancehall because of that. Everybody wants a piece of the Jamaican culture.
We have to recognize the roots of sound system culture
Very
coming
important.
way back out of Black people's struggles to survive in a society that wasn't set up for us. We were supposed to be simply tools of labor.
Right.
We were not supposed to be working for ourselves, and the music became the force that mobilized us into action.
When you see if this rhythm you have a patch, Yellow Man made it. And you see after me don't made it, me set it.
Well, as you know, sound system culture is the basic. Back in the days in the 70s when we never had the TV and a little transistor radio, we was the one that delivered the message to the people in the ghetto. People come out and listen to what I'm saying. Because we kind of advance more and we know what's going on around the world. When we come and dance and DJ, they learn. And although the thing has kind of slightly shift from that to the new dancehall thing, to the dancehall thing, you find out well now it's a little different. The style kind of change, you know. Because we are rubber dub. Drum and bass we deal with. Yeah. Yeah.
You know fi call Yellow Man no boy. You know fi call John no boy. You know fi take iron knife fi boy. Zungo zungo go zungo zeng. Watch it. Zungo zungo go zungo zeng. Catch it. Zungo zungo go zungo zeng. Car 00119. Cause Yellow Man make you feel so fine. Me chat all me lyric, me chat them in a rhyme. Me not eat like me full up a rhyme. Cause Yellow Man him not commit no crime.
Who would you consider to be the game changers in dancehall over the years?
Game changer. What a jam is? Jam is.
Yes.
With the slang thing. And this everything starts.
I was a little boy and just moved to this area. Every corner in this area is have a little sound system. It is even 4 boxes because sound system used to be different from now. You used to have different type of boxes, different amplifiers, you used to string it up different.
Explain to me how the columns work.
4 boxes in a column. The bottom, the ones 2, 4, 6, 8 bass speakers over there. 1, 2, 3, 4 low mid, 4 high mid, and then you have the horn and the tweeter for the top end. Well, this is only part of the sound, you know.
Oh.
This is only a small part. That's why the name King Jam is Superpower.
Superpower?
Because we are the only superpower sound in the world.
You have the best equipment basically right now.
Well, I would say that. I would say that.
So Jamie, where is it that we are right now?
We are 38 St. Lucia Road, King Jam is recording studio.
And which community is this known as?
Waterhouse.
Waterhouse,
Yeah.
okay, so we're in Waterhouse.
Yes.
This is where the magic happens.
A lot of magic. Always.
Wow.
I look to never leave me.
I want you to want me. I'm going crazy cause you holding someone else in your eyes.
I used to love experiment in making new sound, new beats, and even recording new artists. That's how Slang Thing came along, because Slang Thing was the reggae beat, It was a faster beat than a rock beat, and then we put it down to the reggae beat and then we overdub on it and make it into a real dancehall reggae.
Someone who do what you want to do. It is so good for you to settle down.
European people, Asian people, all over the world accept our music because our ancestors' official music from Africa is just drum and bass. You see the big kettle drum and the Congo drum beat, You understand? So I feel to myself that drum and bass is a very important aspect of our whole lifestyle.
Now, when we say it is an African, it's an offshoot from the Africa, meaning the drums was established by them. It has three sets of instruments in the drum. We have the funde. The funde is 1, 2. And you have the repeater where the hand move more rapid.
Right.
And give it the different sounds. And the last one we refer to, even though I could say the first one, this is a big drum that is referred to as the bass. So if you notice through the 1-2, you'd find the body move. It moves with the drum and the beat and the system.
The music has been in my family. My grandma and past ancestors have been doing music, but they were doing like drums and stuff like that. So the rhythm is within me, and it's the way I express myself, because it's a lifestyle, not only just dancing. So dancehall is a lifestyle. It's the way you dress, you eat, you talk.
I cannot start a class without going back to my roots.
Yeah.
I feel like an ancestor will come and slap me so seriously. So I have to go back to my kumina, my dinky mini, my gere, my Brookings, which basically all started all of this.
And every country that I have entered, like the first thing that greets me is dancehall music.
Yes.
So that's very iconic, and that means a lot. This culture is very unique. It's very big.
I can proudly say that tourism is because of us. It has boosted because of dancers. I'm 160 and I'm still fighting for dancers to have that place like a Beanie Man and a Bounty Killer.
As things change in youth and pop culture, do you think that sexuality in dancehall will be more embraced and more accepted?
You know, there are certain people who will always see this as vulgar. Others of us, as Lady Saw would say, she did a wonderful interview where she said she knows that plenty of the people would love to do what she's doing, but they don't have the courage. So they get vicarious pleasure. They enjoy seeing her do what they would like to do. So I don't know that the sexuality is going to change.
Now that you've been working in different eras, so you understand the makeup of the different rhythms from the 90s to
the 70s.
to now, right? How do you feel about the difference in sound between the times?
Well, dancehall, we grew up in the dancehall era. I don't see myself as a dancehall artist. I see myself as an artist, but I love and I can do anything I want. I'm a singer, I'm a DJ and everything.
Exactly.
So what I do, I dabble in all of this. So I'm just an artist.
Right.
You know, potentially that represent my country, my culture. So if you see me at the dancehall, you know, Jamaica. If you see me sing a sexy reggae at Jamaica, said Spade. So it's about the culture for us. But I will always make sure what I've done is what the people need. If a dancehall, a dancehall. If a reggae, a reggae.
Many have said that Bob Marley's death has been the gate opener for the rise of dancehall and the demise of reggae. Do you agree with that statement that reggae, roots reggae, had died?
Well, people like to have easy markers of transition. So Bob Marley's death is the death of reggae. Reggae has not died. Reggae has continued to be alive. But what we need to recognize is that reggae is no longer the music of young people. We have to understand this. And one generation's popular music becomes the next generation's folk music.
New generation, so like a youth born 2000, I go think as somebody was born 1980 because we're born in more, you see me? So the youth them might find some new sounds, like new ways to put the sounds them together and things. Which is dancehall same way, but it's just like new sound.
Those time, in the 2000s, beginning of 2000, you had a lot of talented producers. Now, you had young producers looking up to the old producers and the veteran producers, looking up to Steely, Sly and Robbie, you know, with the drum and the bass and the kick and the hi-hat and the snare, all of that make dancehall rhythm. Nowadays, it's like you can just take $200 and go on the internet and buy a rhythm that you like and produce what you like. You wouldn't even call that dancehall. So now they have a name for it. They call it trap dancehall. So, you know?
Time just changed everything. It's like we can't stick to one thing. Like it go just sound like the same thing over and over. You know, we like, right now them call it trap dancehall. And that way, you know? Most of the elders, them don't really like it, but boy, everything have to do with time, as me tell you know?
Do you think there's a shift in the youth culture? What do you think are the possible reasons why that dancehall is not at the top of the game right now?
Because then, baby girl, if everybody come thief everything from we, what we forget? We don't have nothing more. Remember, reggaeton come from dancehall. Remember, Afrobeat come from dancehall. If you name it, whole heap of the hip-hop song, them go back to the dancehall thing, them. You get me? So at the root it mash up from. So if it mash up from the root, you can't come blame the new stem. Because the new stem a feed off a wagwan.
I'm done. Then. Bro, God. 6 right. 3 meals a day, no rent to pay, no wife to
You have different forms of dancehall, and at one point I did ignorant to it too, because I used to think like people that are not a part of the street don't understand dancehall or don't know dancehall. But there is different dimension of dancehall where we have to accept as street people or as the core of dancehall.
Dancehall is like a ghetto vibe type of music. It's for younger people. Reggae is love and roots and cultural, but dancehall is like a commercial type of music.
We are shell of them a bigger. One can't take something like alligator. But still we are the party shell. Me change flow like time of the weather.
I learned so much, you know. I learned that the music is a business, so you have to be careful what type of songs you put out. So you got to choose your beats wisely, so your music will live on forever. You don't want to do a song that's going to die tomorrow or die next week. You want to do a song that's going to spread out throughout the world. So he's my mentor right now. So right now, King Yellowman is my general, right?
Dancehall music is the fashion, the style. You're gonna see people with a lot of gold come right up to here. You know, ladies with some big earrings and everybody have on some big chain and, you know, and as you can see, we still keep even the image going, you know? Because as we said, thirst is nothing, image is everything. So we still keep it going. You still see us wearing our whole heap of diamonds and our whole heap of rings and the bling because that is dancehall, image. And that's one of the most things that attract people.
Right now, you are contemporary dancehall. What do you think? What sets you out differently? What makes Rose Dan just different from everybody else, from anything else you've heard?
Like the ideas them I'm come up with, like the way how I say something, like how I talk about a topic.
All right, give us a piece of something.
Like how I talk about a topic, like get girl trick them, touch them, skip them, long body man give them, grab them, long them, turn and twist them, 9 months later them expect children. You see me, something like that. So like how I deliver the lyrics them and things like people have to say, oh the youth are tough.
Future of dancehall is a blessing. It pretty, you know, and the youth them a sing good music too. Come here, listen to some of them. You have the new youth them come up, them a sing good music.
Ministerial, public. Watch a girl, them a shake.
Dancehall music spread from Jamaica throughout the world. I'm sure every country you go, you'll find a pocket of dancehall everywhere.
So it's safe to say then that music is like a cannon or a vessel of history.
Yes.
That is what we have used to carry it throughout the ages.
Yes, remember, music was outlawed on the plantations, the drum was illegal
Right.
because of its potency.
Right.
You had the talking drums that could explicitly send messages.
Right.
But you also had just the idea of drumming as a form of community.
Yeah, your body shape good, so you can talk about it.
Street dancehall for me is the best. Is where you see everything. Is where the maddest thing them happen, the craziest thing them happen. I think if you don't experience the streets of dancehall, you don't really experience dancehall yet. And you have to follow that Jamaica to really experience that.
Girl, dominate the place, girl. I'm talking to this.